What's up, my beautiful friends? I hope you're having an absolutely incredible Saturday. I just got back traveling from our cruise. Gabby and I got into Idaho Falls like 2 a.m. I got up at 6:30 a.m. this morning. I drank some pre-workout, crushed my workout, and then I was on a call with some of the top leaders on our team as we're working to launch this company, Make, on Monday. And I'm so fired up because I'm surrounded by incredible leaders that I've looked up to and admired across the network of the company that we built last. And we're now all collaborating together on one team, and there's just such an incredible synergy where each of us has such different gifts that we can each teach in those gifts and lead together in those gifts, and we don't all have to do it on our own. One of the biggest things I'm seeing as my people are coming on board with me is that they can duplicate this. They don't have to worry about, can I lead a team? Can I do this? It's all in place. The structure, the organization, the cadence of team calls, product training calls, opportunity calls are all in place and in flow with simple defined tools and resources for them to share and invite and follow up. So I'm excited about that. You can see that. But I wanted to share two things with you. I wrote them on my social media over the past couple of days, but I always love to express myself on video to you guys so you can really understand what I'm going through and the processes that I'm having. Over the past probably a year consistently, I was religious in getting up 1 hour earlier than all of my kids. I would pray, meditate. I would listen to my growth day. I would write out my vision in clarity, word for word, detail for detail, and the goals that I would have. And some of those goals were, I'm earning $1 million a year. I'm increasing my income by $100,000 a year. And then my vision was, a lot of it was related to, I'm working from home, doing work that I love. I'm building leaders. We're living in our dream home that's paid off in 5 years. And there's a lot of clarity to that, right? Well, anyway, I had this dream, on Thursday night, trying to figure out what date it is, on Thursday night, where I was sitting on the deck of this incredible dream home that we built with my wife. And we were a little bit older, and they were on these rocking chairs, and we were just laughing and talking about how great life was, how incredibly proud we were of the work that we were doing, the kids that we raised, the way that we were making an impact and difference in the world. And one of the details I remember is this: there was this little Spanish, my wife's from Bolivia, there was this little Spanish maid that was mopping the deck. And we were chatting with her, and she was just so grateful to live in this beautiful multi-generational home that we built with us. And she was just like so happy to live in that place and to be working with us, like helping us clean and cook and all of that. Well, anyway, I woke up and I'm like, I always think when I wake up, I take time to just pray and meditate and journal. And I was like, what does this mean? Like, I got out my journal, I sat on the little blue chair, and I just prayed, and I just thought, like, what does this mean? What does this dream mean for me? And I had a thought come to me clearly. I'm sure I showed this on the video the last couple of days, but one of the first big decisions we had to make was when we lost our main source of income that provides for our family, was to sell the dream home that we're building. To sell the dream home that we're building, that we've been building for the past year and a half. And to sell the 5th vacation rental that we're building near Park City. And both of them will be done around April or May. And I feel so blessed. And I know that. And I know people lose their homes to hurricanes and tragedies, or people lose their life. So I don't take any of that lightly. And I know how blessed that I am. But we made that decision that we were going to sell those properties. And I got to peace with it in my heart, where I was okay with it. And a couple of days later, Thursday, before we went on the cruise, Friday, we went and checked on the progress, and it looked so beautiful. The sheetrock was done. It was textured. They're getting ready to put trim up. And I felt peace, like I built this dream home for somebody else. But at the same time, I felt just a stab in my heart. I felt heartache. I felt a little bit of loss. Well, anyway, I'm praying and meditating and have my journal out. And I have this thought that came to me that said, everything that happened to you, your business, the people that you worked with in their businesses, everything that happened was my test to you to see if you would be willing to let go of any earthly possessions, anything that you can't take with you beyond this grave, to really see if you truly remember and know what is most important in your life. And I felt great peace in that. I felt great peace in knowing that I'm willing to let go of those things. Because Gabby and I, that was the first 2 days of struggle of just realizing, if we sell this property and we sell the vacation rental, I'll take all of that money that I have, 30% into both of those properties. I'll get that all back if I can sell them for what we put into it. And I was like, we've been so good with our finances. We could live 10 years in our paid off home and with a good off of that money that we put into those homes. If we sold them, we could live off of it, live a very simple life, love on our kids, coach our kids' teams and all of that. And so we'd come to peace with that. That's the life that we're going to live. But after this dream, I felt like it was okay for me when I wrote down, it was a test to see if you're willing to let everything go. But on the other hand, seeing myself on that deck with my wife, talking about how beautiful the life we've created, it gave me permission that yes, you can dream again. Yes, you can have an abundant life. Yes, you can strive for more. And that gave me the power it just gave me this confidence of, okay, I need to continue on my mission, which has always said, I'm here to remind you that your family is your most important work on earth and to help you become the best human possible. Okay, so moving forward, that one of the things that the question I've got lots over the last 14 and a half years is, one of the biggest questions I got over the past 14 and a half years is, when did you get started? And my answer to that question was always 9 months after I should have. I knew about the opportunity. I knew that I could help people, but I let fear of, I didn't know how to use social media. I let fear of, I don't have enough time, working 12-hour days, taking care of 3 little girls by myself, and my wife working night shifts. I had fear of being an introvert, a natural introvert, super shy, and not having enough time, and all of those things, being a college dropout. I let all of those things hold me back for 9 months. But it wasn't until 23 days after the birth of my daughter, Ellie, my 3rd daughter, when I gathered up all of the bills that were coming in from the hospital, the doctor bill, the anesthesiologist, the Blue Cross statement. And as I sifted through those bills and sorted them in my office that morning just before 5 a.m., I felt an overwhelming sense of fear. I felt like my cubicle was spinning around. I felt like this heavy weight was on my shoulder. Like, what do I do? I'm a college dropout. Do I go back to school? Do I get a second full-time job? I'm willing to work. And it came to me clear as the feeling that I shared with you about the dream I just barely had is just start the business. And my friends, it was that morning that I started. And it's that day that my fear of not knowing how to provide for my family became fear of that I would fail at this next great opportunity that I was going to take in my life. And so I want you to think about it. I want you to think about that. It's going to take one decision. You make the decision one time. And then every day after that, you have to manage that decision. You're not going to wake up motivated some days. You're going to feel discouraged sometime. You can feel discouraged when someone starts and quits on you, when people ignore you, when people might make fun of you. All of these things are going to come at you. So you have to manage that decision. I will do my best to strive to grow myself, to add value to other people, and to make a difference in this world, being a role model for others. My friends, my goal and my mission is to help you remember that your family is your most important work on earth and help you become the best human possible. And I'm excited to launch the world's first ever bioactive peptide company based off of nature and science. And I'm excited to do it with my friend, Justin Prince, who was on my podcast this past year. I believe in him. I believe in his values. And I'm excited to launch that company. And I'm excited for those that come on board with us. And my friends, if it takes you 9 months, it takes you 9 months. If it takes you a year, it takes you a year. But we will be here. We will be growing. And I'm excited to see you grow into a leader with us.